Hello everyone, welcome to how to solve this very nice radical equation. The square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 3 plus 2 times square root of x squared plus 2x minus 3 equal to 10 minus 2x. Our job is to find all possible values of x. So let's start. This expression x squared plus 2x minus 3 can be factorized as x squared. Can write this 2x as plus 3 times x minus 3. From these two terms we can factor out x in bracket left x plus 3. From these two terms we can factor out negative 1 in bracket left x plus 3 and x plus 3 as common factor and in bracket left x minus 1. So we can rewrite this equation as the square root of x minus 1 plus the square root of x plus 3 plus 2 times square root of x minus 1 times square root of x plus 3 equal to 10 minus 2x. Now this x minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be greater than or equal to 1. And this x plus 3 must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be greater than or equal to negative 3. And because this whole left hand side is greater than or equal to 0, this right hand side 10 minus 2x, 10 minus 2 times x must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be less than or equal to 5. If we combine these three, we get the domain of the equation. X must be less than or equal to 5 and x must be greater than or equal to 1. This is the domain of this equation. Now to simplify the solution, we suppose that let a is equal to this expression square root of x minus 1, and we suppose that b is equal to this expression square root of x plus 3. If we square both sides of this equation, this implies that a squared equal to x minus 1, and if we square both sides of this equation, this implies that b squared equal to x plus 3. If we add these two equations, this will become a squared plus b squared equal to x minus 1 plus x plus 3, and simplify this will become a squared plus b squared equal to 2 times x plus 2. If we move this 2 to the left hand side, then this implies that 2 times x is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2. Now in this original equation, we replace this root x minus 1 with a, root x plus 3 with b, and this also a, this b, and this 2x with this expression a squared plus b squared minus 2. So this original equation will become a plus b plus 2 times a b equal to 10 minus a squared plus b squared minus 2. Further simplify, this will become a plus b plus 2 times a b equal to 10 minus a squared minus b squared plus 2. Move these two terms, negative a squared and negative b squared, to the left hand side. Then this will become a squared plus b squared this plus 2ab plus 2ab plus a plus b, a plus b equal to this 10 plus 2 will become 12. Now this a squared plus b squared plus 2ab is a perfect square. So this will become a plus b whole squared plus this a plus b. Move this 12 to the left hand side, this will become negative 12 equal to 0. Now we suppose that let a plus b is equal to t. So this equation will become t squared plus t minus 12 equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation and is factorable. We write this t squared. Break this t into two terms, plus 4 times t minus 3 times t minus 12 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out t. In bracket left t plus 4, and from these two terms we can factor out negative 3. In bracket left t plus 4 equal to 0. Now this t plus 4 is a common factor, so we factor out this t plus 4, and in bracket left t minus 3 equal to 0. Either this expression t plus 4 is equal to 0, or this expression t minus 3 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of t equal to negative 4, and from this equation we get the value of t equal to 3. Now recall that we have supposed that a plus b equal to t, and we have supposed that a is equal to root x minus 1 and b is equal to root x plus 3. We have supposed that a is equal to root x minus 1, and we have supposed that b is equal to root x plus 3, and we have supposed that a plus b is equal to t. Since this a must be greater than or equal to 0 and this b must be greater than or equal to 0, so this a plus b must be greater than or equal to 0, which implies that t must be greater than or equal to 0. Since this negative 4 is less than 0, so this will be rejected, and we accept only this value of t is equal to 3. So this will become a plus b is equal to 3, and a is root x minus 1. This will become root x minus 1 plus b is root x plus 3, root x plus 3 equal to 3, and from here we take square of both sides. So this left hand side will become x minus 1 plus x plus 3 plus 2 times square root of this x minus 1 times x plus 3 will become x squared plus 2 times x minus 3 equal to 3 squared is 9. Further simplify, this will become x plus x 2 times x and negative 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 times square root of x squared plus 2 times x minus 3 equal to 9. Move these two terms to the right hand side, this will become 2 times root x squared plus 2 times x minus 3 equal to 9 minus 2 times x minus 2. Further simplify, this will become 2 times the square root of x squared plus 2 times x minus 3 equal to 7 minus 2x. Since this left hand side is always greater than or equal to 0, so this right hand side must be greater than or equal to 0. This implies that x must be less than or equal to 7 over 2. Square both sides of this equation. This left hand side will become 4 times x squared plus 2 times x minus 3 equal to, right hand side will become 7 squared is 49 minus 28 times x plus 4x squared. Distribute this 4, this will become 4x squared plus 8 times x minus 12 equal to 49 minus 28 times x plus 4x squared. If we subtract 4x squared from both sides, this cancelled out. Move this negative 28x to the left hand side and this negative 12 to the right hand side. This will become 8 times x plus 28 times x equal to 49 plus 12, and this will become 36 times x equal to 61, and this implies that x is equal to 61 divided by 36. Now we check the validity of this solution by using the domain of this equation. For this domain, x must be less than or equal to 7 over 2. This 61 over 36 is less than 7 over 2. And for this domain, the domain is x must be less than or equal to 5 and x must be greater than or equal to 1. The domain is x must be less than or equal to 5 and x must be greater than or equal to 1. This 61 over 36 is approximately equal to 1.694, which is less than 5 and greater than 1. So this 61 over 36 is a valid solution.